That's bad.
Alright, we're back here with Jack. If you saw the last video with him, we were having issues with the TRANSBRAKE. Put a new solenoid in it. Everything seems to be fine there. So now we just have to do a little bit more testing with the truck. One, get the tune figured out.
If you're going to do that, at least get it off the carpet first in case the wheels spin.
Well, they shouldn't spin.
Well, I know that, but you never know what you're going to do either.
Well, I usually have a pretty good idea of what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm going to I'm gonna fire it up, put it on the 2-step, see what RPM it's at, because this converter is still the one from the big block, and might take it down the road. Temperature's finally starting to move. Alright, I'm going to take it down the road and back, and then we'll start testing the 2-step. I want to get some heat in it first. Truck's cruising great. Its temperature's taking a while to come up actually, which is new. But it drives really nice. I think the blinker's been on this whole time actually. I'll have to remember to turn that off here.
Made it on this little shakedown run. I know it wasn't much, but anytime you return back home, it's a plus.
I see a little bit of steam coming here. Let's go check that out. Hoping it's just from the catch can. Yeah, okay.
What'd you do?
It was coming out of the catch. Oh, it might be.
Oh, blew the hose off.
Oh, yep. Alright. That's not the worst case scenario. Yeah, so on the two-step there, it got up to 3,800, which is pretty decent. Yeah, it's not that hot. It was just starting to build pressure. Yeah, I was worried that the converter going from the big block to this would be too tight. I think we could get it to 4,000 if we needed. But 3,800 should be plenty. As long as, if we were smart, we'd get a hold of Circle D and have them spec it out again, but I think it'll work. Not have to pull the transmission out. It cruised better than ever. Like, it was just... How fast are we going?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, because I had it at about 2,900. It felt like about 55. Just taking it nice and easy, putting down the road. It felt great.
Yeah.
I'm finally starting to get used to that shifter. I think just a little bit more tuning and get the overflow and a better hose for that. We could probably take it to the track. Get some bass lines with it at least. But yeah, everything else felt super happy. It didn't get above 100 degrees until almost pulling in the driveway. Yeah, I think this truck's gonna do really good. I think we get a good boost control set up in it. I still have to put that in the tune. I haven't wired up the Mac valve to the output on the Holly, and then run the solenoid through like the nitrous controller in the Holly to command just a duty cycle. If we could get this thing to leave on like 6 pounds or so, and then ramp it to 10 to 15, I think the truck will go pretty darn quick. God, I can't wait to see what this thing does.
Well, the last motor, when I took it down the road and actually got on it, that didn't last. This one's got to work better.
Yeah, I was watching the oil pressure. Once it got up to temperature, it was like 38 to 40.
What was it going down the road?
I want to say about 50.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, just sitting here idling, it was like 38, 39. Which, yeah, I think that's fine. John's Blazer, I think he said, is about 35.
Why do you have to have that cross thing?
Because it'll get air pockets at the top of the heads.
Oh.
Yeah, like all that steam that was coming out, normally that builds up through this hose, and then when it builds up enough pressure, it'll pop the cap and, like, bleed it out. That way it gets all the air out of the cooling system. And there's been a lot of people asking what rear end we have in the truck. You know, knock on wood, we still have the stock 8.5 in here. It's got 410s, stock axles, just, I don't remember if we put a mini spool or if we welded this rear end, but yeah, stock rear end, stock leafs. Suspension is just like the Competition Engineering 3-way adjustable drag shocks. I think the rear's set at 50/50. The front, we currently have at 90/10, but I think we'll probably tighten those to like the 70-30, maybe the 60-40, because the front end seems to want to come up super quick. Although before it was having a problem where it would come up really quick and then it would fall off it like 50 feet later. So now we might be able to keep it carry, but I'd still like to slow it down instead of a real quick thing, you know? I think if we slowed it down with the 70-30, then it might take like 100 feet or so to really pick it up. But I could be wrong. Might have to go to the 60-40. Here's the wing that Scott made for his truck and threw away. Regal Auto Parts, Howell, Michigan. Go check those guys out. Those guys have helped a bunch. And it is on a 28-10.5 non-W. I think we're finally, again, knock on wood, starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel on this thing. I think I finally figured the shifter out, so that's nice. Feel a little bit more comfortable with it. Which is good because the precision that I ordered for this thing, I ordered it back in June. They said it was going to be, let's see, about 4 weeks ago they said 3 weeks it should ship out. I'm about to email and be like, yo, what's going on? Yeah, and eventually we'll probably put a second seat in this thing. You know, street truck stuff. This and the Fiero were the last OGs on the channel.
Starting to learn to look at it now to make sure it's
Yeah. Man, this truck looks good.